Welcome back everyone to Welstopia. My iron farm seems to be working pretty well now, so therefore an iron supply is one less problem I have to worry about. What I do have to worry about though is storage. Now with all this iron coming in, this sugar cane, pumpkins, melons, things from the fishing farm, all sorts of things like that, I'm now going to need some place to store all of it. So storage space is now my priority. So that will be our next project, is to find a storage location. Now, I'm thinking of putting one right around here, but not above ground, underground. And that's because this is going to be an automated storage system, and an automated storage system needs a series of hoppers and sorters and all sorts of fun stuff like that. And it's a lot easier to get items to move downstream than up. So therefore, I am going to build this thing down underground. Now right here, we have an entrance. Under here, and we have a little bit going down this way. I figure here we can build our area, but what is... we all... I already have something going down that way through my other entrance. I'll probably have to connect these two entrances because I don't see a good way to get down there. Well, I guess I could just break through here. Well, getting down there is going to be the easy part. It's going to be getting back up afterwards. That's going to be the tricky bit. Then again, maybe not. Okay. Problem solved. But I figure that right around here would be where I need to go. Because down here I'm starting to get ready for some mining areas. But I figure right around here I could break this open and start mining away and get a nice large room where we could start doing all our sorting and stuff like that. So let me do some measurements to see if this is the right place, and I'll be back. Based on my calculations, about 20 blocks this way will be just perfect. So, well, except for the fact that, well, it was just perfect until I noticed that there was a ravine down here. Oh, fun. That's where this is. Well, I'm going to have to bridge this over if I'm going to do this, but it looks, yes, the ravine cuts right through this area. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not going to be as an ideal location as I thought. A little change in plan. This is pretty much above that area. It's just down in here, going along this way, and it's not far from the location I was thinking of. And I think that this could be a better one now that I don't have to worry about that ravine, or at least I hope I don't. So I'm going to dig a tunnel over here and see if I find something that's more suitable. I have finished the tunnel, and that brings us straight to the point where we need to place our storage room, but I think it's a little bit too high. I think I should drop it by 2 blocks. And what I'm going to do for that is I'm going to have a step downward that's going to act as my entry into it. So therefore we'll have a nice little entrance where we will arrive, dip down into it, and then this would be our chamber. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up to that way, so it won't be exactly in the on the edge there. And then I'm going to go, say, about 16 this way, and we'll have this vast chamber where we are going to be able to put all of our storage. Well, maybe not that Yeah, about 16. Yeah, that'll do. Fast chamber. This is where we're going to put all our storage, put all our filtering, and that. And this, hopefully, will hold a great deal of stuff. And we have a huge hole. Yeah, nothing pretty. I'll have to pretty it up later after we've done our other stuff. But now what I want to do is get a hole up to the ground so I can make sure I have my bearings right. I think everything is short enough of a distance that I shouldn't have any dangerous stuff ahead of me. And besides, I've got... Oh, right. I have... Ah, there we go. And actually, the fact that that is granite has me worried. Alright, let's see where I came out at. And I wasn't worried about lava spilling out on me or anything like that. And besides, I've got enough fire protection that wouldn't have been too much of a problem. What could be a problem, though, is where I popped up at. Well, I suppose there are worse places I could have arrived. So, at least I didn't have any redstone there. I think I would have preferred it to be right about here. So let's move all that 1, 2, 3 over. And I think that would be good. Alright, let's place that. Replace that. And replace that and move over by 3. And there we are. This then is going to be our marker, where I'm hoping this is where we have our stream coming in, and we'll have a nice stream of materials to be filtered around. Now let's go upstairs to see where all of our particular farms are located relative to the hole. See how feasible all that is. Now, first off, we've got the iron farm, which would naturally dump things right around here, which is at the other end of the room. Well, maybe I should put a fence around there. Otherwise, it's a pretty long drop. Won't be fatal, fortunately, but it would be a bit of a nuisance if I did fall down there. So let's see, put some fences. Is that all I got here? Oh, and a gate. Alright, yeah, that gate could also be useful. Alright, now let me get some sleep, and then we'll see about fencing that in. I'll worry about a more proper defense later on. Now, I need to get the sugar farm into there, and yeah, we already checked that. That's currently there. I could always change the flow to exit here, and that's an easy step to there. The iron farm, direct step to there, but it's a slight different output location. The pumpkin farm, I don't think that's too far to get to the stream. And I'll probably have to reverse the flow of the water going from the melon farm so that the melon farm has the same output. But for the moment, I don't think I want to put them together because the melon farm is getting pretty full, which is one of the reasons I want to get this thing made. So now the question is, where exactly is this going to be bringing us? Let us see. We are right here, right? Yeah, this is about it. And now let's... Oh. Obviously, I don't want to go down there too quickly because... What is that actually? Ah, there's the room right over here. Alright, so this is where we reach into that section. So if you have a double entrance into there, we could do that. Now let's put this back in. Yeah, that goes there. This goes here. We don't want too far of a trench in there. No, not there. And that way. Alright, so this then goes down to there. So these are our two potential entrances into our hopper system. In retrospect, I don't think having two entrances to this is going to work very well. So therefore, what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to have a water stream going out here, going around here, nudging this. I may have to fill in a little bit of water there. Come down this way, and up to this block, and this block is where it could drop down and feed into my hopper system, which is where my storage facility will begin. Now down here, we have this thing right here. This is where our hopper system will drop down at, and from here we could go around the room and then ending, actually, let's say go around this way. And then eventually ending here, which is where we are going to be keeping our overflow, anything that doesn't pass through the filters. Now at the moment, there isn't much that's going to be getting through here. We're going to be having our iron, our poppies, our melons, our pumpkins, and our sugar cane. But as I add more farms, there'll be more things getting in there, and I figure it's always possible something unexpected is going to drop in there. Also probably will have some sort of general type drop area. Now one thing that's not taken into account in all this is fish. Currently, my fishing farm is way over here. And for me to feed into the hopper system will mean getting all that fish to come down over this way. And believe me, if there's anything that is going to be needing to go through a sorter system, it is my fishing farm, because that brings in a huge variety of items. So therefore, getting the stuff from there to here is probably going to take a very long hopper system going under the stream bed. Well, fortunately, it's a relatively shallow stream here. I just noticed that. So I only have to go about 3 deep in order to make it. So I actually might be able to get through here and all the way down here. So, yeah. It may actually work. I was thinking it was going to be impossible due to the depth of the water, but the deep channel is down here. That's the main river area. This is a bit of a shallow area, and I've been calling this a little bit of a lake with an island in there. I have a feeling, though, from the point of view of the main channel, it's, well, just a flooded area, so to speak. So I was thinking of moving the fish farm, despite the fact that that's a real nice, safe location for it. But in retrospect, I am going to instead put a hopper system that will feed me up to here, or actually, more likely, feed me into here. This is where the stream can stop, turn into a hopper system, drop into there, go downstairs, and that'll form my stream for my filtering and auto sorting system. Whew! Now that's going to be quite a task to chew on. While I am pondering on the best way to lay out my storage, I need to check out on a rumor. And the rumor I need to work on is that there have been an overabundance of villagers popping in. Oh, goodness gracious! Oh, what in the world? I just moved the... Good grief, did the entire population move out or something? Oh my! I created an infinite village breeder. Ouch! Oh my, they're all moving into the nether and the population drops below mating threshold and they're mating again and oh boy, hello there. What's that? What's your trade? That's a new cleric. Well, you go into one of the bins if you... Oh yeah, these guys are mating and... Oh boy. Well, that's something I'm going to have to take care of. One thing I'm going to have to do is get some... Are there any fences? Did I leave fences in there? Yes, I did. Alright, let's put these back up to... Yeah, get out of there. That would be a good idea because I'm about to fence you in. Hey, could you get out of the way, please? Thank you. Good. You don't want to be forced inside there. Okay, good. All right. That at least will shut off that little problem. But I do have to figure out what to do with all those villagers I've got. Now, one of the things I've been thinking of is to create a nether villager trading center and put this there and maybe make it a public trading center that anyone can use. Oh, I've got a couple of them down here also. So perhaps try to induce them into some sort of corridor in here and create a center where villagers can be found by anyone if they wanted to trade with them. Maybe have one area for those that have good trades and another area for those that if someone wanted to nab a villager or two, they're allowed to take them. And I think that would be a reasonable thing to do with them without going around killing villagers. So I'm wondering if you're in the nether, can you kill them without breaking the local reputation, all that stuff, since there aren't any villages right now in this nether area? A thought, but I think I'd rather do it without huge amounts of, well, I don't know what village side or whatever you would call that. But now I heard that the first issue of the newspaper came out, so let's go and find out what's in it. That I want to stop over by my shop and take care of things. First thing I want to check is, all right, let's see, nothing there. Looks like, oh, well, I was about to say nothing in there, but it looks like we do have some from the there and there. Alright, so that's a few diamonds over there. So that at least is pulling in wool. Wool is the one thing that I've been able to sell. And never would have thought that would have been a profitable enterprise, but such is the case. Now it looks like that my AFK farm that I've been using as my AFK spot, it's close enough to my village that I've been able to... here we go, New Welsington. Alright, so here are the New Welsington Times. Good, let's have a look at the paper. But it looks like that my AFK spot is close enough to the village to keep it active constantly. And therefore, that's the reason for all that movement, and I didn't think about that. Let's see what's in the newspaper. It's long anticipated and much desired, and now it is here. This is your first free copy of the New Welsington Times, your source for news, updates, and advertisements from local businesses. The paper is purchased on a bi-weekly time frame. 2 weeks of sub is 4 diamonds. If you're wanting to advertise, please leave a message in the advertisement book next to the subscription book. Alright, 2 weeks of sub is 4 diamonds, so that's 2 diamonds, I guess, per issue. A wandering zoo? Yes, an amazing new set of attractions have arrived. A new Welsington. A community project run by project supervisor, a wandering nerd, will be opening in the near future. A zoo and a music park aquarium will be the first attraction to open, with many to follow. Upon completion, you can look forward to pony rides, a petting zoo, and the amusement park booths. Great times with PvP, Ferris wheels, and a haunted house, and a shooting gallery. Keep an eye out for the times and get more details on opening dates. And please see your shop in the Market District for more details. Alright, well, not much yet in the newspaper. Probably I could contribute a poem to it or something like that, which would be good. But yes, that's going to be the community newspaper, and see if there's some sort of news that I could put in there. For example, a report on the massive invasion of villagers. Oh, when I heard a rumor of that, I thought I was hearing an exaggeration. No, that was not an exaggeration. I have been flooded with those fellows. Alright, anything else that we need today? We've got our diamonds from our wool. We have our newspaper. And next time, I was hoping to get on to the project of actually getting along all that wonderful storage systems that we are going into, but I think this thing with the villagers is going to be more important. And we'll get into that in our next episode of Pineleaf Plays Minecraft Welstopia.